Councilmember Pierzchala, we'd like to thank you for joining us outside for your one-on-one segment.
No problem. My pleasure, as usual.
And I'm glad we could be out on such a nice day, and we wanted to get your thoughts on the recent citizen survey. The results are in, and want to hear your thoughts on what you think about the results.
Well, yes, the results are in. It's the 7th survey conducted since 2001 by the same company, and results are very positive for Rockville. Much more positive feelings about the services and facilities, and a good place to live, and even good value on taxes.
Why do you think it's important that the city does this survey every 2 years?
Well, it's a scientific survey. It's a random sample of 2,000 people. It's about a 36% response rate, which is fine. And it's, as a scientific sample, it's our way of objectively measuring what people think about the city and its services and where it's going.
I would imagine it would be helpful to look at the trends since 2001.
Right. So yeah, we have now 7 data points on all these measures. It's a 5-page survey, lots of questions in there, a lot of detail, and the results are broken up by area of the city and age and other criteria.
Anything that struck you in terms of how the city scored, high or low or in the middle?
Well, just the number of items that were well above the national benchmark was outstanding. It was more than all the other, divisions combined. And so, yes, there are a few places we can improve, affordable housing being one of them. But I think, people are very happy with what Rockville does.
As you sit on the dais and receive this information, what do you want to do with this information now with your colleagues?
Well, to me, it tells me that we're right about the right place with what we provide and how we provide it. And so we don't need to add a whole lot of new things. And in fact, people have said in the survey they'd rather not add new services if that costs more taxes. Interesting.
Anything else you'd like to add in terms of the importance of it being a scientific study, or anything from your day job that you want to mention for this?
Right, I am a survey professional. It's my experience and something I've been doing for 30-some years. I think it's a very good product. It's very valuable, not only to the elected officials, but to the city manager and her staff, because they look at each area of the survey and to judge how they're doing.
We'd like to switch gears and ask you a little bit about Bike Month. We know you're an avid cyclist, and we're celebrating all this month. Any thoughts?
Yeah, well, I bike year-round, but it's good to have a month where we celebrate biking, and we're seeing more and more cyclists in the city all the time, as not only for recreation, but also as a way to get around and commute.
How do you think we rate in terms of being safe for cyclists and pedestrians?
Oh, I think we're fine. It was a city built for cars. That's just the way it is. And as we have time and money and opportunity, we put in bike facilities and bike lanes. But it's going to be a long haul to get it to be 100% bike city.
If somebody's thinking about getting on 2 wheels and they're maybe a little bit hesitant, what would you tell them?
I'd say start in your own neighborhood. That's what you know the best, and get used to it. Rockville is all hill, by the way. I know I've biked on every street, and so if you haven't been on a bike for a long time, you better get used to those hills.
All right, Councilmember Mark Pierzchala, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure, Bridget. No problem.